Hello people. Um, I wanted to just make this video real quick because I've just seen this thing blow up now about Paris Hilton and whatnot. Um, I just wanted to say first of all, speaking as a DJ myself, um, uh, I knew this was coming from a little while back when apparently Afrojack or whoever was teaching her how to mix and whatnot, or how to play a record even. Um, but the bottom line for me is that I kind of find it weird that so many people don't seem to understand the respect of the craft that is DJing. Um, when I wanted to first learn how to do it was a hard thing to do. You had to buy the equipment, you had to be able to know how to use the equipment if someone wasn't showing you, and there was no manual out there to teach you how to mix various genres at that time. You had to, have a feel for the music, if you will. Um, Nowadays, obviously, that's been made easier through technology and all that kind of stuff. But the bottom line is like I said to someone the other day, if my kid sister can come up to me and say to me, right, I'm going to start DJing, and then next week she shows me a clean mix that she did on some computer, I've got a problem with that. Um, Not because it's my sister, but because you know it took time to learn this thing. One of the reasons why DJs were so respected and got to the superstar DJ status and whatnot is not only because of the fact that a lot of them started producing their own tracks, but the fact that mixing was hard. Putting a tune in a mix to blend at the right time so you can make two tunes out of, or one tune out of two tracks that you were mixing in was a very special and nice thing to learn how to do. Um, and obviously you can get paid for it. But now it's become a nonsense. And I've been to clubs where now they don't even have a DJ. They got some software, the mix program automatically does it for you. I read a comment on Twitter where someone said that well done Paris Hilton, you've given the you've given DJs AIDS now or something along those lines. I think that's a bit extreme, but if you look at it from a okay, what else can I do perspective, this is what these people do nowadays. You get a bit famous, then all your avenues either get shut off, or you're not going to quite get to do what you want to do. So you go, oh, no, I'll do some DJing because you've got loads of people in front of you cheering, and that's one of the reasons why we love doing it to start with. But it's not something that you do for 5 minutes while you got nothing better to do, and then try to turn it into a career. Um, you know, if that's what she's going to start doing and carry on doing from now on and whatever else, you know what? Good luck to her. But as far as I'm concerned, bottom line, I don't give a shit. She can do what the fuck she wants. Do I like it? No. Do I care about it? No. I care more about the other things that I see going wrong and that affect the scene a bit more directly, as opposed to whether someone like Paris fucking Hilton decides that she wants to DJ. I really couldn't care less. I don't know her. I didn't get to my level of being a DJ by worrying about people like her. If anything, all she is a part of a culture that I think is destroying the human race. But DJing, hell no. Anyone who knows anything knows that a real DJ with real music, especially real house music, knows what they're doing. It's got nothing to do with this EDM bullshit that's going on out there right now. And like I've said before, and I'll say it again to everyone, EDM, electronic dance music, is the new Colosseum. It's going to fall to pieces one day. It's already falling to pieces. We can already see the cracks and the signs with all these festivals turning around and saying they ain't booking big DJs no more and the fees are becoming a problem and blah blah blah. It's all going to unravel now, especially while the media spotlight is on it and revealing certain man's net worth and this, that, and the other. It's all going to become unraveled now. There's a lot of big changes that are going to happen in the next 3, 4 years, and some of them are going to be for the better, some of them are going to be for the worse. But anyone who's enjoying it and living in dreamland like these idiots out there doing electronic dance music and whatnot, good luck, because that dollar is going to dry up at some point. So is them big festivals at some point. I've always said personally, I'm not a fan of festivals. I agree that it's for kids to go out and rave in a big park and blah blah. I was a part of that culture once, so I get it. I think I'm too old for that now. So for me, going Electric Daisy Carnival or any of those kinds of things, as great as they may be from a production standpoint and for some people a music standpoint, That's not me. I like clubs. I like a nice crowd where they can see you. That there's a bit of interaction if you want, and you're not treated like a friggin' superstar. You can relate to people. You're a normal human being. I like playing at small places. I like playing at places no bigger than about 400 or 500 people. That suits me fine. Um, but I do get it in terms of what people strive for to make things better and bigger and blah blah blah. To me, I think it's just topped off. Um, I'm not a fan of festivals. I never have been. I think festivals are killing clubland, or virtually have. A lot of good music is heard in the wrong places now, in small bars and whatever else, because clubland has been taken up by absolute bullshit, from bottle service to the worst kind of music I've ever heard in my life. Um, and I just think that it's something that we need to lose, get away from it. House music, real house music, as people like Sneak and whatever else are, versing right now, is is the kind of music that doesn't involve some of the stuff that you're hearing right now, and it doesn't involve some of the stuff that you're seeing right now. I think people need to get that message across. Um, but as far as this Paris Hilton DJ and then whatever else goes, I say this: leave that to the female DJs to sort out, as they like calling themselves. Um, we got enough male perpetrators going on every day, and these peoples are on some madness. You know, like we've all read some of their riders recently and whatnot, and we've had that whole this star wants to now be a DJ thing. It's Paris Hilton is someone who already had sort of a bad, not a bad reputation, but already had a bad name in a certain way. So for her to start DJing just makes it a nonsense because of her, previous, so to speak. Um, and it's not the kind of thing that real people who I call real people who like music, I should say. Um, not these people who like going out but not really worrying about the music, but they like being seen in certain clubs and whatever else. This is all part of that culture, that bullshit, overhyped, glamour, commercial, industrial circuit, or whatever fucking house you want to call it. That's where all of that stuff belongs. But, for the people who know their shit, the people who know what time it is, the people who wouldn't even consider talking about or thinking about taking certain man off the decks that we know have happened recently, please come on. um, you know, and it happened in certain clubs where they're talking some serious hypocritical nonsense. That guy who booked Dennis Ferrer said, "Oh, you're a D-list DJ," and blah blah blah. If he was a D-list DJ, then why the fuck did you book him at Mansion, you idiot? It's just things like that that I just don't get. I read, I don't know who it was talking about the three main ingredients that you need to put on an event. They said, good relationship with your cities, something else and something else. Didn't even mention the music. This whole thing is about the music, okay? I don't, like I said, it's nothing to do with who's DJing, what technology we got, whatever. It's mentality and music. If we got that right blend of both, everything could be like it was before. But we're letting it be ruined by paying the wrong people too much money and the right people the less money, and putting in the right music in the wrong places and vice versa. Not to mention, no one don't even care about buying music anymore. It's all about seeing that person, DJing, maybe with something on his head, or maybe with two, three gal around him and whatever else, while you're riding on a friggin' fun fair. Look, music makes the experience. That's it. There's nothing else to talk about. It's just music. Music will always make the experience. Um, from the people who used to rave in fields to warehouses, people used to rave in clubs with hardly any lights, Ministry of Sound back in the day, etc. It's about the music. The music first and foremost makes the experience. If you need pyrotechnics, or you need rocket launchers, or you need to face grenade, you have an issue, because it means you don't know how to promote. It means you know how to put stuff on and do gimmicky stuff very well, with a strategic or madness corporate marketing strategy that involves you getting millions of people on Facebook to like you, and they're not even real profiles, or they're people who got no interest in you. They just click like every time because they've got nothing better to do. People who you'll never friggin' meet, you're calling your fans. We need to stop all of this. And but like I said, just sticking to the point, the Paris Hilton thing, I couldn't care less about. Don't give it no attention. Don't give it no play. Don't talk about it too much. Say what you got to say and move on. It's not going to stop. There's nothing we can do about it. As far as I'm concerned, the proof will be in the pudding. If some dickhead promoter books her and she completely fucks her up, like to the point where sound is all chopping and galloping and sound all mash up and everything. Listen, then you got one X amount of thousands of people there that will go, boo, that'll destroy her confidence. She will step after that. If it happens regular and she survives the first couple of times, eventually she will step. She will find something else to do, because that's what people are like. They find something better to do when they get bored. Don't worry about it. She's got no play in house music, that's for certain. Anyone who's worth their salt in house music would not book her to save their life. So in that, I know I can rest assured with my brothers and sisters in my scene. But anybody else out there who's on this big super take over a country festival park, whatever nonsense, fair play to you. Go make your money, go do what you're doing. You do not affect me. I have nothing to say about any of that except go do what you're doing, but don't bring it into house music. Don't try none of that nonsense. Don't be following these people who are talking and perpetrating house music. Like say, yeah, you know, I play house and blah blah blah. House is this, and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Do you understand? So, um, I hope this finds you all well. Don't let this be the talk of the week. Let's talk about something else, like why that, you know, let's start some campaigns that are worthwhile. Let's start talking and tweeting and posting things that are worthwhile. First and foremost, let's buy music. You know, support your favorite artist by buying their music. I cannot say that strongly enough. That's the bloodline of our business. We lose that, we lose space in clubland, and we don't have to be frigging token tents in festivals anymore. We will be the main stage again, even though I don't think that's appropriate. But at the end of the day, we need to step up our game and stop this bullshit from affecting us. As a DJ, I am not affected by Paris Hilton because there's too many of us real ones around. A few false ones that get the right play, good luck to them. We're not in their field. Allow that, okay? But I hope this finds you well. Talk to you again soon. Peace.